All right, hi everyone. Welcome back if you were here earlier. We had a few technical difficulties, but things are looking smooth so far. I keep checking my mic to make sure everything's good. Um, so where were we? We were working on the first episode. We were continuing the first episode of my story that we're going to collaborate on together. Um, so I'm going to jump back into that. I do need y'all's help on naming the academy. So let me know what y'all's suggestions are and let's do it. All right, perfect. Let's pull it back up and see where we were. All right. This is where we were. We were here at the bottom. Right, and okay, this is where we left off. So this is when they go into the dining hall and Clara is really stressed and Ivy's like, chill out, it's gonna be fine. I'm reading y'all's comments. Hello, hello, how are y'all doing? How is y'all's Tuesday going? We had lots of sun over here today, so I was really happy about that. How was y'all's Tuesday? But yeah, so I am working on this end of the episode. So, as I was saying, they enter the dining hall, and then the headmistress is going to be speaking to them. And this is where I need y'all's help on choosing a name for the school. So, type into the comments what you think the school should be named. And let's see, I had chosen a headmistress. I'm going to find her again because I don't think I favorited her. Let's see, I typed in headmistress and I got the perfect one. Her right here. Perfect. And so I need to, oh yeah, last time I did stained glass window because I want her to be speaking at the end of the hall, but I didn't want to have to zoom in too much on the background. So what I'm going to do, look, I can do something like this. Or maybe there was also another one that I had found that I liked also. Because it's during night. That's the only thing, is it's nighttime. You know what? It's a magic academy, so I'm going to say they put an enchantment on the window to make it seem like it's daytime and it's, warm and bright and colorful. Okay, so we have the headmistress, and again, we need to decide on a school name because she's going to say, welcome new students to blank. So put in the comments what you think the school should be named, because right now I don't have a name for it. Okay, she's going to be talking. Let's look at the talking poses. Yeah, she's going to be like this. No. And let's have her say, and this is where we need to decide on the name. So what do y'all think the school name should be? I'm going to think of some options. Like, should Academy be in it? I kind of like the vibe without Academy. I feel like Academy makes it too, like, I don't know, new. You know what I mean? Like older schools didn't have academy in it. Like it would just have one name. So I kind of just wanted to be like one name. Like, welcome new students to, I'm thinking like Ash, Ashvale or something like that. Wait, no, I can't do that because the main character, her last name is Moonvale, so it doesn't really make sense. So it should be to, let's see. Welcome new students to, I need y'all's help. Ash something. Ashfell. Let's do that. Is that weird? I can always go back and change it. You know what? I can always go back. All right, so she says that. And then she's going to say this. I'm going to divide up the panel actually and put, I think I'm going to put like an effect on the bottom. Making sure y'all can still hear me. All right, I'm going to put an effect on the bottom. Let's see what. See what else we have here. Maybe I'm just gonna put, oh yeah, these are new. Maybe I'll use one of these. I wonder if I do something like that, and then I'm gonna duplicate her. Okay, I wanna make this even more opaque. Maybe that's too much. That looks good, I think. And I'm gonna grab her again. Okay, hold on. I need to favorite her so it'll be easier to come back to her later. I need to start doing that more often. You check on Instagram. Oops. Check what y'all are saying on Instagram. Do you read stories on the live stream? Because if so, I have a story on this app that I would like to be read. It's called Stone, and I've been struggling to get it off the ground. So far, I haven't read other stories on the live stream, but that's something that I can maybe do in the future. So I'll write that down. It's called Stone. I'll check it out. There we go. Let me know what y'all are up to today. I'm curious. Hello, everyone in the comments. How's your Tuesday? How are y'all doing? All right, let's continue this. Okay, she's going to now say, I need her talking again. But she doesn't need to be super serious. She can be a bit lighthearted, you know? Someone saying good night. Okay, good night. All right, I'm gonna do this. I don't want her to be doing, but I'm gonna zoom in on her a bit so you won't even see that she's actually doing a spell back there. Actually, let me put, I need to grab her really quick and move her up a little bit. And now we can move the blue back. There we go. And right, what did I want her to be saying? Where your journey begins. Beware, every path carries its own trials. I need to move the blue back a little bit because it's getting a little too much. All right, I think that looks good. Someone's asking, what is this? A comic? Yeah, I'm making my own web comic with an app called toongether. It's a free app on the Apple App Store. I'll type it in the chat so you can see how it's spelled. Yeah, so I'm making a webcomic with toongether, but this is going to be a collaborative comic. So if you want to keep watching, you can help make some decisions on how I write my story. Like, for example, I do need help on choosing the name of the house, or not the house, the name of the academy, the magical school where the story takes place. So if you have any ideas, drop them in the comments. Because right now I just have Asheville, but I don't really like the sound of that. I want to change it. So let me know what you think. All right, let's keep it moving. Now I need to decide what happens next. So I want something kind of, someone said Nevermore, but that's in Wednesday. I don't want to steal the school name from, that is from Wednesday, right? Nevermore. I want something with that vibe, but not exactly the same. And then let's see. So I need to decide what happens next at the dinner. So I want something kind of dramatic to happen, something that draws people's attention to the main character, Clara. So I'm thinking that there's going to be like a misfired spell, like wand is going to go off and it's going to fly at Clara, but instead of hitting her, it's going to like come up to her and then stop. And then everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, how did she do that? So let's see if we can make a panel out of that. Just pull up my notes. Okay, so I'm trying to think, how many panels do I want to do? Maybe I'm gonna do, okay, let's go back to the dining hall here. And you're asking the character's name. So the main character's name is Clara, and then she just made a new friend named Ivy. And earlier on another live stream we did, she ran into a guy named Adrian, and he was really like mean and just pretentious. So maybe he'll come back later on in the story. But let's see. Okay. So I want the top half to show, yeah, she should, yeah, now that is something we want to avoid this year. That's true. She does want to avoid that. So I'm going to show, let's see, in the top half, I'm going to show the wand going off. And in the bottom half, it's going to be coming at her. So let's grab her. She's going to be a bit scared. Yeah, like dodging it a bit. Trying to think how I want it to gonna be kind of coming at her. Ah, like this. And in the top half, let me put like a white. Actually, maybe we can do like an effect like we did earlier. Let's see. This. Bye-bye. And then I'm going to put, okay, I need just like a random person. Someone said this is like Hogwarts. Yeah, I agree. The dining hall looks a lot like Hogwarts. All right, so I need just a random person. Another person is going to be a student here. Although actually I have some people in my creations. Wait, let me go back 1 second. I have some people in my creations that have the Harry Potter poses already. So let me, no, not my story kit, my creations. Let me pull them up. Okay, so some of these have like this person or no, they kind of look too much like her. Let's see, I think they have some Hogwarts, some Harry Potter poses. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's look at these poses. But I want them to be kind of maybe cut off a little bit. Let me see. Let's see what we can do. Mm, yeah, because this one's perfect, but I don't really want their legs to be in it, so I need to figure out. Okay, I have an idea. Let's just use a shape to cover it up, maybe. Or I can use just a line like this. And maybe something like that. Okay, there we go. That looks good. But I kind of want it to be like their wand accidentally went off. I don't want it to feel like she's purposely shooting a spell at her. So this might take some work, but let's see if I can. Maybe if I put like her saying oops, like oops, then maybe it'll be obvious that let me use a different effect. I still want it to be green, but like something like this. And let's see if there's like an oops onomatopoeia. Like, uh-oh, that's kind of funny. All right, so she accidentally shoots a spell at her. And maybe like a gasp onomatopoeia. There we go. Okay. So the spell is coming at her. It's coming at our main character, and she's like, oh my gosh, what is happening? And next, it's gonna stop right before it reaches her. And I think I'm gonna do this just on one single panel. So this is one of those things where you really have to think out of the box to decide how to show it in the panel. So let's see, if y'all have any suggestions on how I can show this, let me know. So I'm curious the best way. She's gonna be confused, kind of like, huh? Because it just stops. Yeah, I want her to be kind of looking at it. So let's see how we can make it. Sorry, I just gotta stop talking. Let's see how we can make it seem like it comes at her and then it kind of explodes maybe and falls. Maybe I can do that in two parts like this. Like, okay, let's show her like scared, confused, and then like, huh? Okay. First, let's make it all white background or like a color. Let's do like a dark blue or gray. All right, this we can just make really big. There we go. And then let's grab, oops, let's grab some shapes for, I want it to be in three parts. I wonder if there's one, yeah, like this. You just straighten it out a little bit. All right. Checking y'all's comments. Hello, hello. All right. All right, so first she's gonna be, this is gonna be here. The only thing is maybe I do a different color for each one. Whatever, let me pull her up in all her different poses first. So let me duplicate her and she's gonna be scared. She's gonna do this. And then I can hear people outside singing happy birthday. All right, so let me duplicate her again, and then she's gonna be confused again. Oops. Bring her back. And then I need to get that gray again to cover up the legs from the other parts. Let's use like a gray like this. See what I mean? And then I'm gonna do, I want like all different kinds of gray, kind of. Just so it doesn't fall flat. You know what I mean? Something like that. Okay, so I want, again, I think this is gonna look really good. I'm gonna pull up the, oops, I don't type in effects. I'm gonna go here to effects, and I'm gonna go back to that original green. It's coming at her here. And then it's going to kind of like explode. So let's look for, okay, maybe something like this. Place it behind. Actually, no, let's do it like this. And then it's going to do something like this. And then finally, it's going to kind of curve down. Let me see if there's like a curved green, like one of these I can use to show that it's going straight at her, and then it goes like that. So let's see what I can find to kind of make it do that kind of motion. Let's see. If not, I'm sure I can make it work with something else. I just want to see if there's like a curved green effect before I do anything else. Let me know if y'all think how y'all think this is looking, and if you have any suggestions on how I can change the design of this. If y'all have any genius ideas, let me hear them. All right, so I think what I am going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can, no, wait, hold on. Maybe if I make it just like, you know, she hits it and it, yes, I think this is the way to go. She hits it and then it goes down. And I think I want to add just a few more effects to this top one to like make it really look like she diverted it, you know? I just want to make it a little bit more visually interesting. Like, what do y'all think? I layer this a bit over the edge. And now I'm going to add some onomatopoeia. So let's do that. She's going to go, okay, let me see. I want one for each one. So she's going to go like gasp, huh, and then weird or something like that. But I think I did gasp in the other. I did gasp in the other one, so maybe I'll go back and change it. But and then a huh. There we go. And then a weird. Let's see if there's something. Let me see if there's more like huh, like hmm. Or maybe, what do y'all think of this? How does it look? Yeah, maybe do like a, there we go. I think that looks good. I'm happy with that. Okay, so that leads us on to the next part. And I think what I'm gonna do, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is show like the same part where we were. And in the top part, it's gonna show like students leaning towards each other, talking. So I'm gonna put them kind of like here, and then in the bottom part is gonna be Ivy. Hi, Red Instead, welcome back. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties, but we are back and we are finishing the episode, and then we'll start episode 2 on Thursday. So this is gonna be the last scene of episode 1. And basically what's gonna happen is, I don't know how long you've been watching, but basically someone's wand accidentally went off and it fired at Clara, and she was able to divert the spell. And now everyone is going to be talking about her, and then Ivy is going to kind of say something at the bottom. So let's do like a white divide, something like this. Yeah, you came in for the last bit, but that's okay. It's my fault. There were all the technical difficulties and stuff. I'm just glad you were able to come back and see the end. And on Thursday, it'll be a whole new day and we'll get to walk through it all together. Okay, let's go back to shapes. I'm kind of going off like a gray color scheme just because this room is gray. So I feel like it does a good job of tying it all together. So that's why I'm using the gray. But in the top part, I need the students other students to be like talking about her. So I can bring this person back, use some faces that we've seen already. And then I also have just some that I've used before. Let's grab him. And him. Because I just want them to be like talking. And I think that's good. Okay, you said what stream will y'all be reading stuff? I know it's talked about at some point. So I think I'm gonna be working on this story a bit longer, but then in the next coming weeks, I can maybe plan reading some stories, especially stories that are centered around like the Halloween season. Maybe we can make like a spooky themed episode, where we talk about like spooky stories on toongether, or like spooky magical things that fall in the Halloween spirit. We can do that. All right, so let's see, talking. All right, I need them to kind of be layered together. So I'm gonna put her kind of in the front and along with him. All right. I feel like the layering of the characters takes some, you know, work sometimes. So bear with me here. All right. I want her to be kind of like angry talking. Said, I started doing my own and the first page is looking great. That's awesome. Is this your first time using toongether, Draft Girl? Or are you already someone who uses toongether? Let me know because I'm really curious how you're finding the experience to be. All right, it's funny. They're all like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, this girl, how did she do that? Mob mentality, kind of. Maybe he's not gonna be super freaking out. He's just gonna be like, what? I feel like maybe the, oh, you're saying I use it. It's very fun. Okay, cool. So you said that you started doing your own, and the first page is looking great. Your own what? Like your own magical story, your own spooky story? What is your story about that you're working on right now? All right. You need to kind of cover his. All right. And then let me kind of, oops, drag her over just a tad. And her, I'm going to change her expression just because I feel like it's pretty close to the other one. And there were other really great options. So I want, yeah, maybe arguing is a good word to use. But I don't want her on the phone. I just want her to be like, what? Okay, maybe I put her turned around because the other one, no, 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 no. Let's just have her. Yeah, like this. So that I'm gonna actually add one more person next to her, maybe. Okay, I'm reading the comments. Said my own story about a school, two sides, winter and summer. Oh, that's so interesting. So how, like, give us a little synopsis about what it's about, if you don't mind. So I've requested so many poses for that blonde girl. Which one? Like, which one exactly? I I feel like it's so smart to like choose a few characters that you like a lot and just request a bunch of poses for them because I don't know, it's crazy how many some of these characters have. They have so many poses and it makes it so much easier to paint a scene because I feel like the emotions in their faces just almost like tells a lot of the story for you. Like you can do a bit less with like the words. Like I don't know. I think it's really cool when the expressions kind of help tell the story. Blonde with the black clothes. Yeah, I use her a lot. Thank you for requesting so many poses because it has helped me. All right, I'm gonna have her talking to this girl. She's not super in like school clothes, but that's okay. Let me see if I can find one that has more like, actually there was one I used. Yeah, the one whose like spell went off. Let's have her. Let's see. I feel like she doesn't look shocked enough, maybe. What do y'all think? Yeah, exactly. I love, you know what? That's a good idea. Let's go through her activity. Yeah, look at all. There you are. You've requested all of these. That's hilarious. Let's see if there's, also it's so funny, but this like first one is for magic, but it's so convenient for so many things. Like I feel like there's poses that fall in certain like specific categories, but you can use them for like really different things. Like you could say that she was like laying on the ground even though it's for magic, you know? All right, let's look at some. Oh yeah, here she looks like a bit angry, so that works. And now, you know what? Let's add one final person to the front. Oh wait, I already added her. Let's see if she has an emotions one. There we go. Maybe like, what? Yeah, she's gonna be like, oh my god, shocked. And then I'm gonna maybe put like an onomatopoeia of like whisper. Like maybe put one here and like a what? Like this is perfect. And wait, let me get a different one. Okay, I'm going to read. You said, so the two sides are sworn enemies, but two people are friends, but one in summer and the other is in winter, but they develop feelings for each other. Ah, so it's like a Romeo and Juliet kind of story. I like that. Sounds like a cool story. Let's do, oh wait, no, there was one that I liked. Let's do this one. Let's get rid of that one. Okay, nice. And now Ivy's gonna be talking to her. So let's grab Ivy. And let's look at the poses we have for her. Let's see. All right, I kind of want her to be kind of smiling, like in a silly way. I think there's some really good options in here. You're working on a new project. What is your new project? Let us know. Is it, because I don't know if I'm familiar. I don't know if I know. Is it spooky? Is it magical? Is it mystery? What is your new project? It's a secret. Okay, I think I may know then. I think I may know. It's a secret that will not be secret eventually, right? All right, she's gonna say, on the plus side, you've officially made the biggest first impression in, what did I call it? Asheville history. And then I'm gonna do one final little shape down at the bottom. This was just came to me in a moment of clarity. I'm gonna put Clara down here. And she's gonna be really like embarrassed. So you'll have to find out when it comes out. Yep. Okay. So it's gonna come out eventually. I will be looking forward to it. Can you give us a release date by any chance? Let's put embarrassed. Oh wow, I can't spell. I always forget. Are there two R's? Two? It's like this. Okay, she's gonna be super red. I wonder, maybe, do I want it to be white in the background or do I want to do like color? The title is Spellbound, if that gives any hints. That does give hints. Thank you. I'm really excited. I love these kinds of stories. I'm excited for it to come out and to read it. Let's just add this in the background a little bit. Actually, no, I'm not sure. I don't really want it to be plain white, you know? I'm feeling, maybe, should I do red? To show that she's embarrassed, maybe? I mean, her face is already red, but you know what I mean? Like that. But maybe that makes her seem angry. I'm gonna go with that for now, and maybe I'll come back and change a few things before next time. But that is the end of episode 1, The Arrival. Let's go through it one last time, and then I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna let y'all go. So let's go through it one more time. So this is the title page. She arrives at the academy. She ignores them. She's like, whatever. She runs into Adrian. He drops his stuff. He's rude to her. She's like, whatever, didn't realize the hallways were reserved for royalty. He's mad. He storms off. Ivy shows up. Ivy's like, ignore him. He, he sucks, whatever, ignore him. And then she tells her, sit with me at dinner. And and they sit together. Everyone's staring at Clara. She's like, what? And then the headmistress says, welcome, welcome everyone. The spell goes off. It fires straight at Clara. She is able to make the spell get away from her and just go down and hit the ground. And everyone is like, oh my gosh, crazy. Who is she? Where did she come from? How did she do that? And you said maybe pink instead. I think that's a good idea. Let's see. I was like, how can I edit this? But it's because I'm already in the editing mode. Okay. Was there a pink? Yes, there was. You're right about pink. It's like embarrassing without giving the anger vibe. So I think that's a great idea. That looks good. All right. So that's everything for today. Thank y'all for walking through episode 1 with me. And on Thursday, we'll work on episode 2. But that was when Clara arrives to the academy. That was her arrival. So now we're gonna see what else unravels in this magical story. And yeah, once again, thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me. I always appreciate talking to y'all, seeing how your day is going, getting your feedback. And yeah, it's lots of fun. So if y'all want to continue the story with me, come back on Thursday and have a great rest of your Tuesday. And I will see y'all later. Bye.